y'all, what's up? Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. I am back. Y'all know it's been like 2 weeks without me being on Sunday, but I'm here. So hope y'all didn't forget that I don't do anymore. I still do my Mr. Talks and my Mr. Social Corner on my Sundays afternoon. Hope y'all all had a great week and a great weekend. I myself had a good weekend and also an easy week in work. And now I'm here back with y'all having a good time. We about to have some discussions. And y'all know I'm always here to give y'all the details and have a good time with the shows. Y'all see the thumbnail. So we will be talking about Real Housewives of New York, Belle Collective, Love and Marriage Detroit, and we will end it with two social topics, big ones, as that the Lizzo Drama and lawsuit that's going around, and also the lawsuit against NBC and Bravo and other reality stars speaking out against their mistreatment and exploitations from the networks, and what that details and what come about from it, and our opinions on that. So hope y'all ready to give y'all opinions because I'm ready to share mine as well and give more people a chance to come in. If you have not done so, I get okay in a minute, y'all. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel, Mr. 14. I do weekly content and also build a community in my Discord and stuff like that. So if you have not done so, go on my Discord and you do watch alongs. We have discussions. We talk about social media topics. We talk about the shows. And also just chat up with me if you want to get a chat. So Mr. 14, and the link is down in the description box down below. So click on that link and join my Discord. That's the best way, one of the best ways to get a hold of me and connect with me. And also I talk about things on there that is not on YouTube. So, you know, if you want to know more about my things and how I feel about things, go on Discord. My Instagram is Mr. Grown. My Twitter is Mr._Grown. Anyone support, my Cash App is $Mr. 140. All right, hold up, y'all. Let's get on it. I know I'm still waiting for more people to come in, so I'm not rushing into my content right now until I see more people come in and start talking. Hey, y'all, what's up? Shine bright like a diamond. You're beautiful, like diamond in the sky. And I'm drinking juice. What's going on, peoples? It's been so long since we've seen each other on a Sunday. I know I did like a live last week. Oh, yes. Last Sunday, y'all know I did not do a live. Went to Beyonce concerts. If you did not watch my review and my experience on that, please do so as well. Get those views up. I appreciate over the 100 views on that platform and also like that video. And also, I'm going to share my last Mr. Talks and Mr. Social Lives because it did explain some content of that leads into the lawsuit that reality stars gonna bring about. So I'll give you more content on that. So I'm gonna share that as well. Let's see. While you at it, hit that like button. Share this out. Let people know about me. All right. Let's start with the show's update. Let me get into it. Hey, I'm on the stage. How you doing, boo? What's going on? Yes, come in. Say hi, hit that like button. We will get into some things. So we have a good time. We back on a Sunday. Yeah, it's like I've been so loyal for my family for so long. We haven't talked for a while, but you know, those on Discord, y'all see me. All right, let's get into it. So Love and Marriage Huntsville is on a break, so it won't be back to September. And it's a break. I know some people still was acting like, what is Love and Marriage Huntsville? It says it's on a break right now, y'all. And we're glad we had that break. Because I can't. It is too much with these people. All that stuff. CK's all about the Bravo people. He don't talk about his own show, so it is what it is. We still don't know what DC is coming back. And we're trying to figure that out and see how that goes. Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15. We will watch the latest episode tonight after the panel. So on my Discord, please join me and we're going to watch the latest episode. because tomorrow around 9:30 Eastern Standard Time on my channel, we will do a review of the latest episode. And we also got the individual updated looks, the looks of the reunion that was leaked. We got the individual pictures. So this time we could critique them better instead of the collective because they was all bushed up together. So we just only could describe what we see there. But now we see the each individual looks and we could critique them individually. So we will do that as well tomorrow. All right, Belle Collective Season 3. We will talk about the last 2 episodes to get caught up. Real Housewives of New York City, the reboot. Yes, we're going to talk about the latest episode today. It very briefly. It wasn't that much going on, but to be honest, like I said, I enjoyed the reboot. So we're going to talk about that. Temptation Island and the Big D on USA. On Thursday nights, we have been watching the show. And it was only a watch along, but after the season over, if y'all wanted to have like a comprehensive talk about the season and y'all want to share your input, I will make that an open panel. And please volunteer, because every time I do this, none of y'all volunteer or say nothing. So if y'all want, let me know, and I would just make one live. We're going to talk about it. Oh, I wonder when they're releasing the reunion footage. Yeah, they just now recently taped this, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll see, because I don't know how many more episodes we have in this latest season. I hope there's not too many more episodes. What episode are we on now? Hope it's not too many more episodes because it's dragging it. But if y'all want to get a comprehensive talk about Temptation Island and the Big D, y'all let me know and then we can make that happen. But I will try to make that as an open panel and get other people who have watched the show their input, so it won't just be all on me. So y'all let me know. I'll give you opportunities to join in to talk about it. It's like that. Love and Marriage Detroit. Oh yes, we're gonna talk about the latest episode. Like I'm gonna tell y'all now, y'all. Like I said, none of these people in this cast of Detroit is really likable to me. None of them. I watching it because it's okay. If they're doing a reunion, then it might be one more, right? If they do a reunion, then it might be. Yes, we'll see. Because how many more episodes? Let's see. Because we still didn't get to the Todd drama yet. That's going to be coming up. So I give this at least 3 or 4 more episodes and then a reunion. And please, the reunion, please don't make it 3 parts. And I know normally they won't do it 3 parts. And we're going to sit through, watch all 3 parts. But please, can you do 2 parts? Because there wasn't much going on. I would like that because the watching was interesting. All right, okay. We could do a comprehensive review on it after the season ends. Because I think there's only 2 more weeks left. Because it's getting down to the wire. So after the last episode, I'll set a date. Probably be on like a Sundays like that. Or a Friday night, whatever. And we could discuss the episodes. All right, what else going on? We can discuss the season. Because it was good. And I know other people have watched it. And then some people did ask me they wanted to talk about it. But 1.5 parts of it. Exactly, right? 1.5 parts. Just do 1.5 parts. Hour and a half. That's come on. Because we don't need all these episodes. It's like, child. Not all this parts reunion. Because it's been dragging it. And then you got Sheree sitting next to freaking Andy for what for? We're Ready to Love. We have been doing watch along. We have been falling back on that. So maybe tonight after Atlanta, we can watch some episode Ready to Love. And then Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is on MTV. We have been watching alongs on that. That's like Wednesday night. We do that on a Wednesday night. And it's been good. Like I said, I'm enjoying the season. I just not reviewing it. Because I'm tired of reviewing Love and Hip Hop right now. I just don't want to review it anymore. I just want to watch it. And it's on MTV. And I seem like MTV Productions is a little bit better than VH1 in my opinion. But it's doing good. So we'll see how it goes for the rest of the season. I just don't like that freaking dusty ass Erica and Amy fighting over chaotic. That's just stupid. Spice is always dramatic, always screaming on the damn time. The Force Facts came back. Shout out to Force Rocks with the name Force Facts. I was so done with freaking Kirk coming in with the old attitude for no apparent reason. Yeah, Martha's Vineyard reunion. They should have, because I wanted to see unresolved issues like how Mariah really feel about them getting up and picking him out of the house. This way Phil and all that stuff like that. I want to see that. But yes, I wish. Hopefully they give us a season, give a reunion after season 2. A combined first season and second season together. Oh, I do know that Silas will be on duty while they filming season 2. I think they're currently filming season 2, I think. So I was like, good, we don't have to see him because I was so done with that storyline between these two. And I guess apparently they still probably still together. So I guess if you see Debbie Walker, we got caught up. Yeah, we saw her. We saw her. We said, she said, "You should step away. You should walk away." I said, Debbie, because you know Debbie, she's known and she does develop a lot of these artists before they got big. Like that artist developer, so you know she respected in the streets in Atlanta and everything. But she was so funny. You should walk away, and that because all that argument between Rennie and freaking Amy was too much as well. Love and Hip Hop Miami is coming up. It's on VH1. It's just gonna be a watch along, and you know I already explain my disgust of why Ray J and Princess is on his Miami season, and you know Safari is jumping around whole. Love and Hip Hop host, so you know he's jumping around. So he's there, and you know the Staples people and some new people faces as well gonna be on it. So I was like, okay. The Ultimatum season 2 is coming back, y'all, and y'all know I reviewed the first season, so we're gonna review the second one. Did it? I don't think I did it by episodes. By episode, I did it by the season, the whole season. Maybe I'll do. We'll see. Maybe I'll do episode by episode. We'll see how this goes. Feature on my channel, yeah, movie nights and show nights is on Thursday, sometimes on Wednesdays as well. And then in the future, yes, I will have the Patreon and everything up. So I'm still working on that detail. So that, other than that, let's get to it, y'all. All right, y'all. So we're going to first talk about Real Housewives of New York. Let's get into that. It wasn't too much of this latest episode. We still trying to get in the groove of these people and this backstories and the interaction with the group and this lot of stuff. So far, like I said, I like Jenna. I like how she moves and everything. I really don't care for Jessel that much. Gwen, whatever about that girl. She just like a young, I think they're all young girl who just all over the place. Evan, Uba, not so much, especially with the stuff she did last week. Walking in the freaking kitchen and all that stuff, and stealing the milk and all stuff. She just doing the most to me. And Sai, you know, based on the backstory we got for Sai this latest episode, explains why she acts the way she acts. How she feel like she's just over the top, this grandeur and all this stuff like that. She got to do this. And I would say, girl, like I'm going to say, when it's your turn to host, I bet they see some grandiose events. The way how you be speaking, child, how you be acting, critiquing everybody else. I bet I see no paper plates. I bet I see no paper cups. I bet I need to see defined wine up the top stuff. But let's get into it. Now, what is not going to be in order because it wasn't that much. One of the major things I didn't really care for is when they all was jumping on Jenna for leaving to go home and come back because she had to work in them and also like that. Apparently, the ladies was having a good time, dancing, playing music, and everything. And I understand, like, if you having a good time, this is on a weekend vacation, on a mini vacation y'all have, I'm not gonna really want to be the Debbie Downer and tell you to turn the music off or turn it down, all that stuff, so I could sleep because I sleep early. So I was saying no, it's not probably not even bedtime for the rest of y'all. So let me step out, go home. I have a morning call. Let me do my morning call and everything, and I come back. I know. I guess she stepped out and she didn't tell nobody she was stepping out, whatever, or stuff like that. Yes, Bryn was doing too much, and I'll get to Bryn in a minute too, because I said, "Good, it's not the same. It was not the same at all." And I guess she stepped out and she didn't tell the ladies, so the ladies felt type of way about Jenna leaving and coming back. And I would say, but she said, "Y'all playing music too much, loud music. I wanted to go to sleep. I went home. I had an early morning work call, everything, and you look, and she came back, and she came back the next that morning after the call and everything. She came back to the house. They had a whole thing about that. Jenna, you shouldn't have done this. You should have told us and everything, or stuff like that." When she said, "Oh, listen, y'all was playing music, so you shouldn't have been leaving us because you had a whole thing." And I was like, "Oh, really?" So they made a big deal with that throughout the episode. Like Uba and Evan, a lot of them made a big deal about her leaving the house and all that stuff. Hey, Auntie Mama Boo. And I was like, come on, like, really? Were we arguing about that? Hey, Tracy Boo. It's like that. Why are we arguing about Jenna leaving the house? And she had to work. She's not like she just left and just be gone with it and then never came back. She came back and everything. So I get it. Maybe she should have said something when she was walking out the house or she was leaving. But at the same time, it wasn't a big deal to me. But y'all was partying anyway. So if y'all were partying anyway, y'all should be focused on what Jenna was doing. Like that. So she didn't stay in the house. And on top of that, you didn't even have no heat. As I know of. I said, so you didn't have no heat. They were freezing that freaking house. And so she left to go home and everything, get what she had to do, take the phone call, and come back. Like, your feelings. So it's that. So then they was comparing, Brenda was getting upset because she was comparing, she said, "Oh, this is double standard because I was chewed to the fire when I left the group." I said, the part is this. Y'all all agreed to go to this one restaurant. The restaurant they keep blurting it out. Still don't know the one name, the restaurant they would keep blurting it out. But this restaurant y'all supposed to go to, y'all supposed to agree to go there. You inside, or you or something like that. Yeah, you inside ditched them to go do your own thing. And you never came back to the group. You didn't say nothing. You just move on and do what you do. So that's the difference. I say, girl, that's why they choose you up, because you just bounced for the group. They didn't say nothing, do your own thing, and never came back to us. So it was like, well, Jenna, she went home. She came back. She had to work. And that's that. It came back to the group. And then she had to defend herself about this over and over. And I had ever said, "Girl, you should have just told us to turn the music down or turn the music off." I said, "Girl, really? That's all she should have told you, to turn the music down?" She said, "I didn't mind." Because Jenna said, "I ain't want to stop your parade. I want to be the devil and let y'all not have a good time and not party because I want to go to sleep." No. If y'all want to dance and have a good time, I'll remove myself, go home, and come back. Now, so next time she should tell you to turn the music down or off so she can go to bed. Okay. Let's see that. So next time you have a good time, I'm going to see Jenna do that. And I'm going to see how you act. She said, "I don't mind, but just tell me to turn the music down." And I let you tell me to. Okay, girl. Yes, so Britta was making a comparison between those two, and I did like that ain't making any sense, girl. It doesn't make any sense. So they cruised the fire because you did something sneaky, and Jenna did what she did, and it's like that. So I didn't compare the two as similar. What do you feel like it's double standard? I guess whatever, girl. It is what it is. I know you brought it up, and then the lady said, "Understand what you were saying." They was like, what is you, what? They was like, okay, girl. Cause you try to make something, but then you losing everybody in your explanation. That's why I was like, girl, you didn't really have an issue. Cause now everybody knows they'll follow you. They wasn't following what you were saying, girl. They were so lost. So Evan had a personal trainer there. And Uber lost her mind. She was all over him. Like, granted, he was a nice looking guy, but she was all over him. I was flirting with him, doing all this extra stuff. I said, good. Now, Brenda came in because she didn't come in early in the vacation, the little trip, because I guess she had to like go to the doctor or something like that. So she was able to get cleared to come to the rest of the trip. I was like, good. The first trip, and you gonna come, girl. So she came, and she just wore a sweatsuit with a freaking coat. I said, girl, what you wearing? It's like you got 3 different things going on in your freaking life. Girl came in, did what she had to do. They was training, having a good time. She was talking to them when they was training. They do barely of the training. And that's that. So that's what they told her about what happened. And that's what bringing out her feelings. So they got dressed up for the lunch. So they went out to go eat lunch. And I noticed that Uber just sat right down. I said, Uber, what about North, though? You kept talking about you need to sit north. So I didn't see you putting no compass up. I didn't see you just do this. Where's north? Girl, you ain't doing none of that. So that means last week you was putting up a front to say you want to sit north, and then all of a sudden you just sat right there. I said, girl, what is this? It's because of a nighttime. I like, girl, if you go and say you you need to sit north, you need to have your compass. I need to see what your compass all the damn time. Every time you go somewhere and you need to sit down where north direction is at. So you just sat right down and you didn't even ask nothing about north. So I said, where's north at, girl? Because Sloan, you want to see north? Oh, okay. And at this point, Brent still had an issue. I said, Brent, let it go. So they confronted Jessel about her complaining about Jenna's lingerie that she gifted the ladies when she was at the house. And Jessica felt like she said she was making a joke. I said, girl, that was no joke because you was really upset. Who had this? I don't like this. This is too much. I said, girl, for someone you say you don't mean having sex with your husband for a year or two, got a lot to say about some lingerie you wearing. And how unsexy the lingerie. You say you look like a Christmas tree. I don't wear this type of stuff. All that stuff. Now, granted, you don't have to like it. But doing all the extraness with your disdain of the outfit in front of Jenna, right there. Now, Jenna, sometimes she don't want to confront people and stuff like that. But she did say yes. It just felt too much. And she said she wished Jenna came to her and expressed how she felt about her coming at that. I said, girl, even you, after everybody explained it to you, and then Jenna explained her stuff, now you understood why Jenna felt the way. But she said, you know what? Yeah, I probably would feel the same way. So it's a girl, why you was doing all that then? Like you was going off about the outfit. I said, girl, you act like you was doing something, like you were putting on something nice with your own damn self. Because if you were, you would have got banged out by now. I'm sorry, but I said it. So, girl, I don't know what's going on with you, Jessel, but that was not a joke. You were definitely upset about that lingerie. That she gets. You could have said, listen, I don't like it. And that's it. Hey, Diamond Boo. I love Miss Lyons. I think I got a question her. Oh, you said Jenna? Yes, Miss Lyons. I like Jenna. But yes. They explained to Jessica. I said, Jessica, that was not no joke. So at the luncheon, they wanted Jenna to wear a dress. And to be honest, like, yes, Jenna has a comfortability zone in what she wears. Like she wear pants and shirts and stuff like that. And she's still fashionable. But she did look nice in the dress. I ain't gonna front. She definitely looked nice. The dress did fit her. She came and it looked like she was very confident. Like she said she used to wear stuff like that before, but too after a while. I guess when she got up again on her company and then she had to build up and then now she got successfully. She wears she want to wear. But she definitely did look nice in the dress. I ain't gonna front. She definitely did look nice. And Oh, so at the dinner time, after the dinner is done, they had their lunch. Brenda spoke about her double standards and how she felt, and everybody didn't good. She looked good. Yeah, she definitely looked good, and how she felt, and ladies couldn't follow because after a while they was in the confessional saying, "Huh, girl, now you're doing way too much." So, so ladies later on had dinner and they was eating sushi stuff. I said, "Ooh, sushi." Nothing wrong with getting sushi, y'all, but I don't eat no raw stuff. Nah, it need to be cooked. So it was funny. They were talking about some truth and a lie. So all the truth was made about sex. I said, "Oh, this is sexy young brains." I know, right? So, I did this and everything. So at one point, Erin called her husband, right? And she said, "Did I tell you one time I had sex with a senator and everything?" He said, "Oh, yeah, kids in the car." She said, "Oh," I was like, "Oh, snap, girl." First of all, Abe, you should have told that. Said, girl, be quiet." Damn, the kids. I said, "Evan, but why you all blurt that out there with your husband on the phone?" And no, I was like, "Girl." And did he need to know you had sex with a senator? I want like did he need to know that? But I guess. But it was a funny moment. I was like, "Girl, you didn't have to say that." Now the kids know you had sex with a senator. Sure. Or in the open, she was so embarrassed. I know that's right. I said, "Hey, you should tell her." I said, "Oh, girl, cold red, give her a cold word or something." So Side talk about her upbringing, how she been on her own. She was 16 years old, and this, and how she worked from the bottom up and did this stuff and everything. So she explains some background story, and then it put more perspective of how why Side acts the way she is. She's came from nothing that much, basically, and struggling. So, so at this point, she had to always work hard, always got to make the grind, always got to do what she had to do to make sure she never get broke again. And even if she had to be grandiose and do too much and be over the top, how she going to have to do? Because that's who she is. But I let you know, Sai, when it's your turn to host an event, it has high expectations because you have high expectations for everybody else. Because the way you be critiquing everybody and everything they do is something. Now, one thing I do agree with y'all on about that caviar and only serving that for lunch and stuff like that. That's a good. Next time, don't even have no trip and you only gonna serve that. Yeah. It seems like they only serve like one little dish all the damn time. It's the sushi, the caviar. So I said, y'all got a variety of food. Like, what's going on? Yeah. But I didn't say anything about the level Real Housewife of New York that I missed this episode. How y'all feel about anybody in the show? But like I said, I'm enjoying it. I think next we're gonna get Bryn backstory and how she was raised, and that's it. That's what I say. They don't eat. Exactly. I said, come on, y'all can't feed us like this. Like, come on. I be so hangry with y'all. I said, no, give me some food up in here. Like, what is going on? What's the snacks? What's the food? Like, fill this up. Oh, it was one thing funny that Bryn. I said, Bryn, how sheltered are you, girl? Like, that's why I know her backstory. Because I said, how sheltered are you? Because she was opening the fridge, right? Trying to open the fridge. And said Siri and Alexa to open the fridge for her. She said, Siri, Siri, open. I said, girl, just push the damn thing or just pull the handle out. I said, girl. It's one of the flat refrigerators that's like mounting the wall. So you have to put it open to open. So it's not an automatic refrigerator. Because I was like, listen, I got a white refrigerator, honey. Let me find a new home. Chill. Oh, chill. Chill. Let me find me some a new home, y'all. No, honey. Shit, I love my white refrigerator. I don't got money like Kenya, them, y'all. Shit. People online saying Jenna needs to start trying harder. She needs to start trying to hide her girlfriend, or she should stop trying to hide her girlfriend. I mean, some people gotta have some freaking secrecy. Because I know every one of these ladies don't share everything. I could say that. If she don't share her girlfriend, it's maybe her girlfriend probably don't want to be shared. All y'all know, I'm in a relationship with a girl, and that's all you need to know. I don't blame her. Oh, yeah, Kitty couldn't want to make it. Kitty said, oh, what is this? I can't eat this no caviar. I need to get something else. I mean, where's the food? Where's the food? Yeah, no chicken wings, no KFC, no nothing. Yes. Oh, yeah, she was talking about the Dollar Tree and how she can't shop there anymore. I said, girl, bye. Ain't nothing wrong with no Dollar Tree. Don't act like because you got a lot of money, you can't shop with no Dollar Tree. And to be honest, a lot of rich people, even though they do have fine stuff, they still shop at the lowest place because they sometimes they cheap. They want to spend their money like that. So yes, they could be having good fine stuff, but they still shop at some groceries or something like that. They need to get this stuff. So it ain't wrong with no Dollar Tree because you get a lot of stuff from no Dollar Tree. Now you trying to act like the Dollar Tree is like cheap. Girl, stop it. Yeah, Jessel is too much. I said, Jess, you need to worry about what the hell you're not getting with your husband. That's what you need to worry about. I think they're gonna start that next week about their lack of sex life. Mm. But that was Real House of New York, y'all. Yeah, I need to see more of Uber backstory. I think she's gonna share that next week as well. So I think we might get Brennan Uber story next week. We got Size, and we got a little bit of Jenna as well. So hopefully we get the rest of the ladies' backstory and how they came to be. And also the dynamics between these groups, because they're gonna get up and up soon enough. All right, y'all, let's jump shift. Any last little thoughts y'all put it down in the comment section? I'll read them. Real Housewives of New York, and then we're gonna jump shift to Belle Collective. Belle Collective, let me say this. Child, I don't know these ladies. These ladies. Sometimes I can't stay inside. Yeah, something about her, I can't get with it as well. I can't get with her as well. She talked a big game, which I understand because based on backstory, that's how people are. When they come from them and they go like that, they act like this big and good. So we see Tisha is having two things she's working on her life right now: a book, Why Side Piece on Winning. Also, it's a way why you write a book called Why Side Piece on Winning. Is it a winning? I mean, hey Brittany Boo, is she really? Is the side piece already winning? Because right now, I said somebody need to write a book how Why Side Piece is dumb right now. The dumb era of side pieces. That's what we need to write a book of. Not that they winning. They not winning nothing. They're a dumb era of side pieces. Because if Whitney was winning, we'll get those side pieces that will show up in the funeral with a kid or two in their hand, and nobody knows she had somebody with the freaking person who died. Oh, who is this shit? Oh, she was a side piece. That's what I'm saying. Let's see those. Let's see those side pieces are winning. Because they got everything they wanted behind closed doors. And there's people they didn't know about. And yes, and why is she speaking of her side piece point of view if you were never a side piece, girl? Are you trying to tell us something? Why side pieces are winning. I said, girl, that's a weird choice of book to write. Sure. Somebody to write a book about side piece should be acting the way it used to act. Not these loose lips side pieces who think they better than the wives or something like that. This is a dumb era of side pieces. Well, okay, girl. And then she having a brunch tour. Them not doing her like that. Maybe she is successful in her brunch tours, but the brunches that we seen is over so much drama. So I don't know what brunches she's giving at and what is she doing that she needs to have a tour now. But I guess you want to be happy with your tours, girl. Go ahead, do you, baby boo. Do you, boo boo. But I haven't seen any successful brunches from you yet. Especially when you write Marie Monroe. She starts too much. Yeah, Tisha, something about her is sneaky as well. She is sneaky. But to be honest, a lot of these ladies should not be friends like that. The way how they go back on each back, go on, where they go behind each other's back, talk about each other, dog each other out sometimes, do all this stuff, dig up dirt, come at each other. So can you really say any one of them are friends like that? Not really. Yes, I was sorry I ain't teaching when she went behind Timber Black and sat down with the guy with Marie Monroe and took his side of things behind your friend's back, and you're supposed to be loyal to. You're supposed to be friends with Timber. So yes, that friendship is loosely. So we find out her mom been married 6 times. Tisha's mom had been married 6 times. I said that explains why she didn't want to leave with Glenn. Chad, she want to be like her mom. But then again, her mom knows that she ain't gonna stay in this relationship if she ain't gonna stay in the relationship. She ain't staying time to no man. She had to stay time to the man. She unhappy. She unhappy. She left. So sure. Oh well. So when she told her mom was married 6 times, I said, oh, so maybe that's why you working so damn hard with Glenn. Even though you should have stayed married to him, but that's not my business. It's not my business, girl. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I don't mean investing in T-shirt and Glenn's relationship because at the end of the day, they're playing in our faces. Because at the end of the day, they're probably still together right now, having a good old time laughing at us being upset on her behalf. Child, whatever, girl. So I said, oh, that's why she not leaving Glenn. She don't want to be married more than one time. So if you don't want to leave him, don't why be complaining about it? I said, listen, I'm not leaving my man. It is what it is. Boop, 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 boop. Get out my face. That's all. And so, oh yeah, I know he did, and I ain't leaving. Just say that. And I would say, you know what, Tisha, I know that's right. She was telling the truth business to someone she knows that like her. Yeah. Like I said, Tisha is not innocent. She's not all that innocent either. Because she do too much as well. So she told us that she realized Glenn was tripping. No, Glenn would say he realized he was tripping and everything. I said, yeah, he was doing the most. Because I would say, girl, I wouldn't even entertain that phone call. Don't be calling me for another state and trying to check me about what the hell I'm doing at a party when you don't even know what the hell I'm doing. I wasn't even on the stripper. I was having a good time watching the festivities. Marie Monroe was throwing her ass in a circle on the stripper. So if you want to check someone, you should check her. But you should check nobody in the first place because you was not even here. So don't call me on my phone trying to check me. Boy, bye. Yeah. So we got Keisha. The Keisha who turned the lights on better than you. The Keisha who played PlayStation better than you. The Keisha who wiped the mirror better than you. The Keisha who opened the window better than you. That's the one upper, right? So she got high blood pressure. And I said, oh. That's a big thing. We gotta be careful, y'all. Especially she said she got a history of her family suffering of things like that. I said, girl, take that seriously. It's tough. So the proposal for the Ferris Street, the original proposal hasn't been approved, but they will give them other options. So she was like, I want to know what's the other options. Her original proposal of rebuilding Ferris Street, this whole block has been denied, but they will give her other options to rebuild whatever thing. I said, okay, let's see what the other options are and see how it's convenient for her. So Star visit her father. You know, Star, that's one of the daughters between JJ and Selena. Visit her father with her son, and he happened to see his grandson because he's been surrounded by all these women. He got his first grandson and everything, and he's happy. He holding the baby, talking, and we come to find out that Sophia pressed charges on Selena. I guess the charges is going to prevent Selena to come on the show for the time being until this gets settled. I said, ooh. So you press charges because you got your head locked, not in your head. Selena did you so good, then you want to press charges? Because I hate that Sophia come here acting like she ain't do nothing. She made it seem like she just standing right minding her business, and Selena just came whoop, 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 whoop. It was raining on her like she didn't do nothing. First of all, girl, I would say, yes, I would say, Selena, you didn't have to come up to ask her, did she say hi to you? Because if she normally don't say hi to you, I don't even be bothered by that. I would say, girl, this is our normal thing. It is what it is. So I don't know why it led to that fight, to that point, because if she always never said hi to you before, why you would be upset now? That's what I said. But nevertheless, besides the point, Sophia, you was calling her extra. You turned around, threw your glasses on the floor, threw your purse on the floor, one up on Selena, and Selena retaliate. So you going to seem to me to tell me that you did none of that, and Selena just attacked you out of nowhere. No. If you was doing all this, throw your thing and say, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? If somebody have to hold you back, that means you was willing to participate in this whole altercation between you and Selena. So if a judge see this and I see that you coming after her first before she retaliating against you, then that means, girl, I'm tossing this out. No, what's your question charging for? If you was a threat, you came after her, she retaliated, then and you got your behind locked, then that's on you, girl. So then you want to see the grandchild and start saying, no, not right now. And I don't blame her. You don't think to press charge on my mom and think I got to show my child to you. I don't care if you're a step parent or not. No, my loyalty is my mom. So you want to press charges on my mom knowing that you was involved in this whole altercation with my mom and thinking that she just was just coming after you, attacking you for no reason. Then no, we don't have nothing to talk about. And Sophia always act like she didn't do anything wrong, like she's the innocent bystander. Every time she talks about this whole incident, is that she was set up, that I didn't do anything wrong, why she was mad at me, she assaulted me, and all that stuff, not knowing that you was really participating, like you were about to beat with her, and now you pressing charges. And here go JJ agreeing for the charge of being pressed. I was like, so you agree for your wife to press charges in your mother, your 3 children. You agree to that. JJ irks my nerves. And it's Sophia too. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, because I didn't like none of that. I said, Sophia, you was not that innocent. You made it seem like you just docile, damsel distress who got picked on for no apparent reason. Girl, you was coming in that party like you was stunning everyone. and you want to act like you wanted to fight. So, whatever. And now Selena can't be on the show because you pressed charges on her. And it's jealous. I said, what jealousy? She was on freaking Dance the Dolls. Bring it. Why does Selena need to be jealous of you having your own show now? Girl, I don't think so, but whatever. So Josh and Latrice did this little silk yoga thing. It looked fun, but it's a lot of work to do those stuff. Get on it, put your legs up and all stuff like that. So they talk, they hash it out. It is what it is. She says, don't talk to me, or don't talk to somebody. It's a point. I don't think it's a point that he vented and expressed his feelings. I think the point is it was Akeisha that he went to. So from now on, they said if they have an issue, they come to each other, and that's it. But I kind of felt like he did went to you. You just was brushing him off. So that's why he had to go to someone else, because he came, told you, and talked about his feelings. But you said, nah, I'm going to stand by my man, and oh, well, honey, girl, get out my face. So Sophia and Keisha was talking, and yes, they agreed that Cliff should not have called Glenn because that was messed up. What was the reason for you to call Glenn out of reason to check Letitia? She didn't even do nothing. It was messed up, especially when you was all up on the freaking stripper behind and looking at his freaking dingaling all this damn time. You was staring hard, but yeah, you had time to call Glenn. Okay. So Akeisha set up this freaking double date to Akeisha for, or so she thought, and not realize she was being sneaky. It was a triple date. So freaking Latrice and Cliff, and then Sophia and JJ was there, and they was like, oh, okay. And Akeisha came late. I said, girl, if you listen, I think she did that because if they know the other person was going to be there, they probably wouldn't have showed up. I said, I guess in reality TV show, you got to do something like that or whatever. You want your friends, people, in reality, you want two people that you don't like each other to show up. You probably won't tell them the other person to come there. But then again, if you want them to show up and turn up your party, you should maybe let them know that person's going to be there. There's no spoiler on them. Yeah, especially if they say it's on site. But I don't think they're going to be on site this one. But, in real world. If I don't like that chick, don't blindside me and let me know. I find out this shit there and I don't like that person. So they talked about the whole thing, and Sophia still believed that Latrice set her up. I said, what reason she would have to set you up, girl? It is what it is. They didn't think Selena would get down like that or retaliate because she's not a fighter. And everything. Just because she's not a fighter doesn't mean she don't defend herself. You can't walk up to her. What you gonna do about it? Huh? That's what you did, girl. And she just said, poof, and finished you. That's that. So that's it. That's it for that, people. So Didi and Sophia talked, and Didi said she had to take a break from her boyfriend, what she's dealing with right now, because I guess she's not feeling herself 100%. So she need to get herself together and be happy with herself, and that's that. So they take a little break with each other, but I guess they're still gonna be co-parenting. And they talk about, Didi, how she feel about the girls and all that stuff and going back and forth. And Didi say how my mom neglected me to be on y'all and y'all gonna come say this. So I said, okay, that's on Sophia. She neglected you over a piece of man. You should still be on your mom's head top about that. Latrice and Cliff, you know what? I can't stand with these people. He felt that she should have signed no contract without him. You should have signed a contract and everything. Let London buy me. All that stuff. I said, and this is Latrice's business, and this is her business. You don't have no say. Unless y'all lying to us and saying that he's a secret partner or something like that. Because I know that at some point he did put some seed in business, but it wasn't a part like a partnership. It was still her business, and you helped out as her husband and putting money into her business. But she built her business and wound up on her own. She didn't need you. So I don't know why it's for real. That was a weed on herself. Didi should have kept that comment to herself. Exactly. We'll go feed the other girls when you just read your own mom. It's like, girl, you read your mom, and you should have kept that conversation. I was like, girl, yes, you know, mom neglected you to be with the man and raise their kids. And also, Sophia always trying to make it seem like she's a better than Selena. I said, listen, we were watching Bring It, and Selena was always involved. And then also, she got a health scare. She had to learn how to re-walk again, learn how to do all this stuff like that. So why you made it seem like she was never there? That's what I want to know. Because when Latrice came to the scene in the first episode, she said she did this thing on her own. From a truck, her car, and build a vending machine. So I believe that. But then again, I do remember she saying that, yes, Cliff did put some money into the business. But in what capacity? As a husband of pouring money in the business? Because he have a lot to say for something. He have a lot to say. It's always evolved. And I said, you don't have no say. But so Fucci, girl. So Fucci. Honestly, at this point, they both have their flaws. But so Fucci, girl. Exactly. So I was like, so I'm trying to understand. And I wish they asked, I want CK asked in this thing at the reunion. When they had the reunion, I want CK to ask Latrice. Clearly explain to us your business arrangement going. Because it seems like your husband very involved for something that doesn't concern him. Now, yes, that's your husband, but this is your own business. Is he a secret partner that you didn't tell us about or something? Because he's too invested. Yes, I never believe she did 100%, 100% with herself, as she always has an input. Yes, he always, every little thing about the building they're supposed to get for her new business, he want to have a say. About the contract she want to do, he want to have a say. About the hair products, he want to have a say for every little thing. And I do believe that he want to control her and be on every little thing and pick everything she does. Then we'll have a baby. And I said, oh no. Listen. I hope the next week is not Latrice having a sonogram that she's pregnant. Please, please, lady, please don't do this to yourself. Don't do it to yourself, girl. You got to figure his children is like close to your age. I don't need no figure children. You got 5. I got 5 stepchildren. Listen, I don't need no children myself. Nah, no man, no hand, no bacon, no cheese. And you a step grandma. Listen, deal with that. Deal with that. Please don't have no kid by this guy. But if it is, that's your life, girl. Because I was so shocked. I was like, no, who is baby this? Please, who is this? Who baby is this? Hope it's not a Latrice. Please, 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 please. Don't be. But I think she started her own, but I think he financially investment in the beginning to help her evolve. Yeah, I do believe he put some money in. Oh, okay, good. Because I was like, no, girl, because this is good. I think probably it's Tampa. Oh, Tampa should be having a baby. I'm going to, I was like, no, I want to get married before I have a baby. Stuff happens. So I'm like, I have a baby by the mind. And I was like, I think Tampa's pregnant. Oh, okay. But me, the mind is not a good place for the normal space and everything. So if I'm pregnant, I don't know, because he didn't want to marry me, Jeez. Good. If it's Tampa, I say, okay, girl. But even though Tampa always talk about she want to be married before she have a baby, that's a good thing. You should have thought about not living with Damon. If you want to be the traditionalist values going on here, girl. But I think it would be a good for Tampa to have somebody to love unconditionally. Even though it's not traditional how she wanted. But at least she has the money and everything, and she could have nannies and babysitters, all this like that. So I believe she could do it with or without the mom. It's like that. But yes, this thing with Cliff, I do believe that he probably invested, and that's why he's so into involvement and everything. But I said, girl, even if you put money in it, if you're not part of the part owner like that, let's show the paperwork. If it doesn't show Cliff as the main person, part owner, investor, secret partner, then you don't need to have no input on what I sign and what I don't sign. Now, if we want to make a big purchase that affect both of us, then yes, we need to talk about it. But my business is my business. It's not tapping in your money, but whatever. But that's how man, y'all. And he always make her cry and all this like that. But yeah, when everybody come out there and tell her about her stuff, and he is bleeding into the rest of the friend group, cause attention with every friend group, calling Glenn about T-shirt, talk credit her out, telling everybody how they didn't mind their business on stuff. He's doing the most, and you don't see that. Your man is part of the problem why your friendship with some of these ladies is sour. But okay, that's my business. That's how business going. But yeah, she's gonna stay by her man. And she did tell her mom, she had a realization that when she was calling her husband Zaddy, it gave his impression that she is his daughter. And she just stopped that. So now I'm gonna call him my husband or Cliff. I said, I guess we believe it when we see it, girl. Because we all said that. I guess she started reading the comments. Stop calling him Zaddy, bitch. That's why he freaking acting the way he acting. Child. Call him Zaddy, like, because you got the daddy issues. Work on that, girl. I said, I guess she come to realization at some point. So Tisha had a sit down with Latrice at Sophia's charity event. I said, oh, good. That's good thing. That was the best thing they had done at the charity event. Oh, girl, nobody believes you. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, I see when we see it, girl. Child. And I said, girl, don't act like nobody wants your man. Nobody wants your man but you, girl. So go ahead and have little Cliff Vella and Cliff Torn going around, running around the house if you want to have it, girl. But please don't have it, though. Yeah, please, love her. So Tisha is concerned about Latrice, about her relationship with that. I said, girl, you need to be concerned about your own relationship unless you're trying to talk about somebody else. Oh yes, that's what I skipped over. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, Marie Moreau confronted Tisha about not believing her that freaking Latrice is a snake. I said, Marie girl. I understand Marie don't see it for Latrice, and Latrice don't see it for Marie Moreau. Which I understand that. Because how you came after her first at her hair event at Tisha's brunch about her hair, it went downhill from there. Y'all never got back to good terms since then. Since that first season, I did that first episode. Since then, y'all never recovered from each other. So I don't blame her not really featuring Latrice, and Latrice don't feature Marie Moreau. But all these apologies, and they say, yeah, you need to owe me an apology. Because you need to owe me an apology. Because when she said she knew the person and she was deliberately trying to sabotage my business and everything, I was like, I guess, yeah. Listen, when y'all in the freaking war, sometimes things happens. Marie and Tisha going at each other. Oh, they're going at it. Oh, what happened here? Yeah, Marie has been mad at Tisha saying, oh, girl, you should know she was doing this. And when she confirmed that, she knew the person that was collecting about my business. And you just sat there, you didn't say nothing. I need an apology. So Tisha eventually apologized. I said, if I were Tisha, I would apologize for Jack. I said, what about my apology about everything, about all the time when I have my brunches and stuff like that, you be turning it up? Or you gonna apologize for Tampa for sitting with the freaking guy and believe his words over your friend? Your friend? Or you apologize to Tampa? Because if you're not gonna apologize, we don't need to apologize to you. And she was not gonna stop until she got the apology from Tisha. I said, Tisha, oh, you supposed to be this boss chick? Because you fought it real quick, girl. Okay, girl. After a while, she was going toe to toe with Marie until Marie ain't back and down to the apology sound. Where's my apology? 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 I said, girl, child. I got teachers say this. Girl, apologize to the chick because she gonna stop with the apology. I said, girl, calm down. Child, you get your apology when you get your apology. When I feel like it. Child, she was not stopping with that, but it's something they going back and forth. So I said, Tisha, you need to worry about your own relationship with Glenn before you try and talk throwing stones about somebody else. Y'all both need to look at your own thing. Ain't no relationship advice needs going on around here if y'all have your own marriage intact. Now, no marriage is perfect, but at least some marriage should be stable enough to at least give advice if they can. But I felt like, listen, I'm not in your relationship. I don't know what to tell you. You know your man more than I know. You know your man more than I know your man, so I don't know what to tell you. But Latrice, yes, your husband doing the most. And he does treat you bad. Like when he grab your own call, you'll be in public television and grab the cameras and everything. No, yes. And Letitia was like, she said, what happened behind closed doors if he did this in public? I said, I don't know what's going to happen behind closed doors. All I know that she ain't leaving her man till Cliff decides to leave. I said, oh no. I wish y'all ladies get enough coverage and leave on your own and not rely on the man to leave you. That's not good. But I was Belle Collective, y'all. Well, no one going down in Detroit. Because, child, these ladies. Whew. 10. All right, now get ready for this Love and Marriage Detroit, y'all. So we're gonna talk about the last 2 episodes, and we be caught up for everything. I'm gonna say y'all now, I'm not featuring nobody, none of these couples, none of these castmates, and I'm really liking none of them. For Christina thinking she could boss everyone around or whatever, thinking that she need to get permission. You remember that since that first episode, I was not featuring when she said, "Oh, you need to ask me for permission. You need to ask me all this stuff like that. You need to ask me for permission if you gonna go out anyway, because I don't play that. Cause you know you cheat on me in the cast and like you had an emotional affair. Because if you had an emotional affair, you could have asked me for permission because you can't go on no trip if you get." I go all that. She was doing all that, and I was like, "Oh no, I consult with you, but I'm not asking on permission. That's one thing." So that's that. And for Brandon lying all the damn time, I said, Brandon, you could save yourself a lot of trouble if you stop lying. Like, now I don't think he'll lie for everything, but yeah, sometimes when he don't need to lie, he needs to lie. He lie about some things. Oh, everybody going out here. But it's like, listen, the studio session, you flip it out on the finger, Christina, all that stuff, craziness. And then I was like, listen, you've been going through this for 11 years with this guy, and you have not left. So why are we sitting here acting like this is a big issue in your relationship? No, just say, listen, I'm not leaving. Especially when you told us that you was not leaving until Brandon leave you. And when you said that, I said, girl, ain't no need for you be trying to go back and forth with this guy if you never gonna leave him. So I'm just saying, it is what it is. All that stuff going on, y'all deserve each other. Now, Brandon, sometimes he had no accountability growing up. It was spread to this episode how he was able to do whatever he wants. There was no communication going up in his household and everything. So he don't understand the severity of take accountability of what he says and does. Because it was never disciplined on him nothing when he was growing up. So I said, oh, okay, that explains a lot of things. But then again, Christina over communicates. Honestly, so I said, that's fine. So they got to have a balance between those two people. That. So that's my reason I care for these two couples. Like, that's that. Russell and Kobe, sometimes she gets emotional and she starts getting elated and going out loud and speaking all stuff like that. I said, girl, you sometimes need to calm down a little bit. Sometimes, like, yes, if you be calm, some things will go a different way. She being neglected by Russell because sometimes Russell does things and he makes decisions on his own. I don't really care for Russell, especially for the last 2-week episode when he said he want to break every bone in freaking Brandon's body, all because he called Kobe a Kobe cat. I said that was not enough for you to try to break somebody every bone in the body. You act like you call her a freaking mistress of the night. You act like she called Kobe a freaking baby mama for somebody else. Like something like come on now. Over what, Kobe cat? He was gonna do all that. And then he wanna be a pastor, even though listen, he would be a pastor. He would open a gym. He on reality TV show. He really got muscles and all that stuff. So I know he feeling himself. Because he said every time everybody he goes somewhere, everybody said, "Can I touch your muscles? Can I touch your muscles?" Who asked you that? Because I know no man is asking you that. Hey Kobe, you let these women touch your your husband muscles? Because they touching muscles, they touching something else. But I'm going to keep that to myself. But throw away the key. Because it was for long to go slip down there like that, child. So whoops. I slid. Let me stop. You know, I gotta make something like child. So oh, he got dot jobs. Ooh, child, ready to love reference. He got dot jobs going on around here. So y'all, Kobe, you better be careful. Make myself back up. Tracy said, listen. So yes, all that he doesn't consult Kobe and everything. So their relationship, I really can't for him like that, all this stuff like that, because he does see a little off a little bit, but you know. And then Latoya, Anthony always is a mess. Antonia is always in a mess. Listen, Antonia is always in a mess, y'all. He always in a mess. And I'm not liking how everybody's acting like Antonia has not been in the freaking mess since the beginning of the episode. The first episode, he was all in the mix. So consider, oh, you need to support your husband. You need to be here. You gotta get him room to support your husband. And also like that, because you don't be supporting him and all that stuff. Like giving him some room and he let him be he. Why you always on his back? All this like that. He said, you don't know the history. You don't know what he did to me. Oh, he did something to you? He didn't know. I said, so you didn't know all that? It supposed to be your boy. You fight. You was Wilman and Christina for your half of your man. Chad, stop playing. You're telling you was always in a mess. And everybody try to act like Anthony was not in a mess. He started that mess the whole thing with the anniversary and dinner. Yeah, called her insecure and all that stuff. I said, how you know she insecure? She can be, but how you know that? You don't even know that he had an emotional affair. Now, I do believe Antonia in her pocketbook. Antonia and her pocketbook have been there since episode 1. Exactly. Y'all try to act like it was only Brandon and Christina starting all the drama. Yes, they're the center of a lot of the drama, but they wasn't starting the drama. Your husband, Dr. Latoya, with your freaking 8-year degree, and we'll get her a minute, because she had a lot to say about stuff she was not privy to all around, because all because they said her husband's name. But yet, when your man and Tanya was going in the mess since episode 1, you had nothing to say. You was like this. Everybody saying you want to check him. No, you was all in your freaking bow your head down. You got nothing to say. But now you all freaking broken up. Now that the friendship thing is fractured, now you broken up. And you're gonna throw your 8-year degree and try how you observe people and how all that's going on. And when Christina clocked your behind, now you gotta understand that you won't get upset. No, I was here for Christina at that moment. Even though I don't care for her, I said, Dr. Latoya, that's why I ain't liking you either. Because now you want to have a lot of say for something from it didn't involve you. It didn't involve you. But yeah, you don't say nothing about your husband starting it. And then you saying that Christina and Brandon start all the drama. But is it Antonia was starting the drama at the anniversary dinner and on your own event? Called the other friend. She know her place. She just set up. She don't have nothing to say about this. Going back, I was like, girl, bye. So that's what I'm saying. None of them is likable. None of them. And it's very rarely. Usually I like one or two people. But no, none of them I really care for. Ciao. So, and they were saying they picked Tanya and Latoya said they ain't picked no side. I said, y'all clearly did pick the side. Yeah, I know y'all act like y'all wasn't picking no side. Y'all trying to be neutral. But y'all clearly did. Because as Russell blew up and he said he was going to break every bone in his body, you didn't say, and after Brandon called Kobe a Kobe cat. Now, granted, Christina didn't tell him that she believes that Kobe bites her. That's his observation. That was his doing. So granted, but how did I lead you and Tanya from cut him out the freaking meanings of the showcase, and then you can't trust him and he's not loyal? That is not your fight. That's between Russell and freaking Brandon. You should stay out of it. But no, Antonio needs to be in the middle of everything because that's his man. You know, low key likes his man. Like I know I'm playing y'all. I'm not trying to call him nothing like that, y'all. It is what it's the plan. But how he gonna be how he go off the bat for Brandon? Explain to me that, yeah, man. Is it much of friendship? I mean, God. And in the mix of a little issue or drama, you turn on back and you still obsessed. I'm just like, gosh. Y'all clearly picked the side. And y'all picked the Russell and Kobe side. Because y'all have a personal feelings between Brandon and Christina. And y'all not saying. But okay. Toy said, I ain't picked no side. I ain't picked no side. I said, girl, yes, you did. Yes, you did. You definitely did. Because you said nothing to Kobe and how she acted. You all said what Christina did. And now you're upset because Christina should have picked up the phone and called you if she have an issue. I said, I don't know. She thinks you have an issue. Yes. Man Bun and Tanya are annoying on a different level. Exactly. They are both annoying. And I say your husband started a lot of this drama too. But nobody think that Antonio does this stuff. He just all innocent. That he'll be in the mess. I said, child, Eddie is in the mess of everything. All the episode, his name is in the middle of things. And so why the fuck is his name is always keep bringing up? That means he's always in the mess. But you don't believe your husband's in the mess, right? Latoya? 8 years degree. And Russell does start communicating. Because he can't communicate. Kobe asks a basic thing. Just let me know when you have this meeting so we can have a sit down and then try to talk about. You talk about negotiating a deal. Negotiating what deal? You telling me that this gym wants to be something, and you trying to tell me that I'm supposed to be running things? I said, nah, I ain't running nothing. You better hire someone to run this operation. You didn't tell us after the fact you started divinity school. Like I want to be a first lady. Especially how I sit down while treating the mom and the freaking father. I understand why she don't want to be that. Because they was freaking something themselves. Standing next to Russell. I said, what about you? You can't stand by your daughter's side? I said, mm-hmm. All that. Communicate. He's like, he have a hard time communicating with her. He said, oh yeah, okay. Go ahead. And then he started flexing his muscles and going exercise again. I said, boy, okay, go back, go to your doc job. Okay, whatever. So Brandon's doing his showcase prepping, and Christina's coming and helping out. And I guess Anthony texted me and said he only got 3 slots. And so how many slots y'all had? Like 25 artists or something like that. So how long he only got 3 slots? I was like, I don't know what's going on here. Because I don't know. And Tony's doing the most, right? So he trying to do a showcase without Brandon. I said, yes, he's kind of like pushing Brandon out the side. He is trying to push him out. And I just don't know why. Or because he had a little thing with Russell. Like, that wasn't your fight. Like, how you know what else he had done that you can't trust him? Like, boy. So Kobe met with her Chelsea, because I realized it was two Chelseas. Christina Chelsea and Kobe Chelsea. I said, y'all friends. I have another friend named Chelsea. Oh, child. So she haven't spoken to Christina for a while since that skating ring, and I guess they're gonna meet up with later on to discuss. And then all the yada yada yada. Russell has been a bachelor for 7 years before he got relationship with her, so he always in his mindset that he makes his own decisions. This, that, yeah. And I would say no, that's the way. It's a partnership, but he doesn't see that. I said, well, you got to make him see it, and then so you better leave or something like that. I don't know. You deal with it and just move along with the ride like your mom does. I'm sorry to say that, but your mom was running around the ride just like everything else. Or fight the fight and just be on your own. Because as long as I stand, I don't think he's changing anytime soon. But okay. And yeah, I know she did an interview with CK, but I don't care about his interviews. I don't got time. No man, no hair, no bacon, the cheese. I don't even watch none of that. Y'all gave me cliff notes, whatever she said about that. So Christina met up with Brittany Brown, and she's the publicist around DC, Detroit area. And Brittany, out of her mouth, did say she did text Christina something, and to her, and Christina made her say now. Brittany did say that she didn't say Anthony say nothing about what Russell Kobe said, or he kept mentioning about Brandon and Christina. That Anthony told freaking Brittany that Brandon said he doesn't rock with her. Oh, you coming for me? You know, we watch no CK like that. Child, only time I get it is like if I watch a YouTuber that has anything. Like, that's the only way I watch the Needy thing, because I was watching Bonnie and she would think like, I'll come for you with clip notes. Child. I know that's right, boo. We don't listen, so we can't get the clip notes. I know that's right. Child. Maybe I'll listen to somebody else. Somebody probably critique that episode. Maybe Scott is my nature, because he always does a review on a lot of CK's interviews. So maybe I'll watch his channel and maybe get some clips from there. So Anthony was telling us like he don't rock with her. And I said, did Brittany really tell her that? Oh no. But Brittany did say yes. Anthony told me that you said y'all don't rock with me, and I said this is like that. So that's when Brittany hit Christina. That's no fact, because Brittany said it herself on television. So later on, when Latoya had confronted Christina, you make it seem like that day. And what happened? I said, so do you trust your husband or you don't trust Brittany? Like, what is this? That's supposed to be your homegirl, right? You don't even know what happened. But you had a lot to say. Oh, she's family. She's my publicist. Oh, that's like that. Brandon said he didn't say it. Anthony Antonio saying that he said it. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Obviously, something's going on. And if Brandon did say it, if Brandon asked this question, and I agree, if he did say it, what is your motive in going to tell Brittany about that? What was the reason? Why do you need to tell her what he said? And that supposed to be a boy. I don't feel the need why you need to tell her that. That's why you're messy, Antonia. But hold up to your title. Hold it. Own it. Say, yes, I'm messy. I'm messy boots. And I'm going to do what I want to do. Just own it. But she didn't say nothing about Russell and Kobe. So when Christina called Russell, I said, she said that Antonia never mentioned Russell or Kobe. So why you going over telling Russell that Brittany told her that she said something about us? I was like, Christina, unless something was thrown out there and she did admit that something that she said something about. That's what she said. She said no, Russell and Kobe name was not brought up. It was just y'all two. But you call Russell and tell him about something was said about her. I was like, oh, Christina, I don't know. Now that I didn't like. Other than that, Antonio doing the most. So I also want to have a Bible study because he need to practice for his divinity school. He need to practice to lead more sessions. I said, what kind of Bible study was that? Because I didn't see no Bible or studying going on. But I guess no word came about. They just prayer. But all the stuff they wanted to get down the beef they had. Long story short, Russell and Brandon kind of hashed their beef out. They said, we're going to move on. We could have handled this differently. I was in my emotions. Because I would say, yes, you was in your emotions, really in your emotions. Because how you say you going to break every bone in the body, or he called his wife a Kobe cat. They said, only way I would see and deem that was okay if you say your wife was hopping on some motherfucking dicks and she was a hoe in the night. That's all I can say about how you were breaking your bone in the body. Because Kobe cat is not in that deep for me to go do all the action stuff. I'm not wasting all that energy trying to break every bone for that. And that's short. I'm gonna imagine what if he actually he just said something. I know that's right. They can play over in between the sheets. That's all to it. You don't need to talk. Just keep quiet. Just bless down here, up here, over here. Over here, over here, over here, down here. Like, just bless all that. So they hashed the beef out. And then they was going back and forth and everything. And Tanya and Brandon was going to go back and forth. And Bravo was saying, listen, it seemed like a lot of this things going on, and it had nothing to do with you. Like, you cutting them out because I don't believe you. It was all between Russell and Brandon, and they're cool. Now, I didn't know all this extra stuff. So I said, yes, it feel like Antonio was trying to separate the group in some way, shape, or form. And now, yes, they were throwing jabs at each other. He talked about his money and how you got your money by your father, and it seemed like it hit a nerve because I was like, damn, he got upset about that. And they throw jabs at each other. You never created an artist since you started Star Factory. I was like, he an artist developer. So I don't think he will have maybe he will have a success story if that artist went to some management and signed on management and continue his career. Because I think he's a pre-buffer for them to start their stardom. So I don't think he will have a successful artist because he's not a manager. He's just an artist developer. So maybe he has some success stories. Because he's mentioned Big Sean. So maybe Big Sean came from him first. He developed Big Sean, and Big Sean went to his business and started doing stuff on his own. And that's what they do. Like Deb Etney, she's a developer, artist developer, and then they move on to their bigger things. So, I mean, that's the only thing. That's that. So that's there. Christina Colby sat down. Yeah, just like Deb Etney. She's just like a Deb. They just develop artists. They don't manage them. They just develop them, build their craft up, and then they sign other deals and they do what they got to do. And that's it. And then he work another artist. And then more artists comes forward. Christina Colby sat there. Even though I was like, this whole thing between these two, I said, listen. At the end of the day, yes, Colby, Christina should have called you and cleared up that. But also, I do feel like Christina saying that's face to face. Because sometimes with business stuff like this, serious business stuff like that, I don't do over the phone. I like to talk face to face so we can have no miscommunications and we can send like that. Because over the phone and text, and you could misconstrue what people say, the tone and everything. So face to face to get a better understanding. But I was like, Christina, you was not confused. You know exactly what she was talking about. And can she be conniving and manipulative? Yes, I feel like Christina could be that. But can Colby be emotional and use that advantage and act like everybody could start her side because she get too emotive? And yes, she said that herself. Maybe times she get too hype and she need to realize to calm down a little bit. It's gonna be different because how the men came over there, Colby was the one out loud and doing like, how we niggas staying up? And that's what everybody was saying, what's going on? That's when they went over there. So she said, don't call my husband. Don't call my husband. Don't call my man. Yeah, she was like, oh, okay. She said, okay, I won't call your husband anymore. Like, oh, we get it? Okay, get it. I would never call your husband again. And that's what it is. I said, that's not even an issue y'all should sit down and talk about. Y'all supposed to be talking about the freaking deal. What are we going to the husbands for? She said, you call her husband? Yes. Yes, I don't think that Brittany told her that Antonio mentioned Russell or Kobe. He just only mentioned y'all two names. So I don't know what other information was said that made Christina call Russell about that to start some things. Maybe I feel like Christina was trying to start something, but at the same time, girl, you was that mad for calling your husband. Now, I do agree with don't call my husband when you can't call me. No, granted, I do agree with that point. Yeah, you could have called me back, but you would have called my husband about some stuff. So I do agree. Don't get me wrong. But all that extra said, don't call my husband, call my husband. I said, okay, I will never call your husband again. So yes, if you can't call me back, don't call my husband. But she kept saying that. I said, girl, she said, okay, I'm not calling your husband again. So let's talk about something else. Like I said, I agree with both sides of this thing. It is that it sucks that this one little thing with Harper Ray broke your friendship up like this. And I do agree Harper Ray told two complete different stories to both of these girls. And that's where the communication came about. Miscommunication. So, because they don't have to work with you. But as I said, I ain't seen a big deal when y'all collaborate in the first place. So I was like, what is this? It's like, but y'all should communicate better. Y'all should have never got to this point. Or that's like that. And now, yes, it was Brandon's word about the Kobe cat. Now, Christina, when they had a conversation with Christina and Brandon had a conversation, Christina would say, nah, I don't think Kobe's like that. She will never bite me. She won't copy me. She's not like that. She's like that. That was Brandon thinking that. So she never told Brandon that she felt like Kobe copying him. They have conversation, they talk, but that was Brandon's observation. That he felt like Kobe is a snake and she might bite you on the back, stuff like that. That's what his thing. Because you know, sometimes we have friends that may tell us that we might not see it in ourselves, but somebody called it out before we not find out. And then when we find out, we realize, oh my God, you were so right. But hey, you got to find out yourself, right? I guess. So she said, so okay, I need to have a conversation with Brandon, but I can't have a conversation with Brandon without Russell. I said, okay, have your husband on your side. Christina been by her husband's side, and y'all have a whole four-way conversation, and it's clear this whole thing up. Because it can't be crazy how y'all been friends for this long time, and y'all let this break y'all up. That's crazy. Christina brunch, she invited the girls over. Everybody's coming through, and that's that. Brandon's Christina date, and let's talk about this earlier. It seemed like Brandon, they had no accountability going up. He was do whatever he wanted to do, say whatever he wanted to say, and do what he had to do because there was no accountability, there was no discipline, there was no communication of his behavior. And he just moving on like that. So he became a man doing the same thing and didn't care why it's wrong. I said then, but don't have no kids with a man who you don't think he can communicate with you. But then again, y'all together for 11 years. So why are we here having a whole history fit on television? I always say, listen, I'm not leaving my man. I know what he did, whatever that. Yes, he had an emotional affair back in the day, but I'm here. I'm stay. We just a couple. Y'all love to talk about us. Let's do it. And let's be that. And that's it. But why we have this basis argument with something y'all been going through for 11 years? Like, come on now. If he didn't leave yet, and then you say you're going to leave him until he leave you, and I don't think he leave you, so I guess, girl, why are we doing this? Yeah. Get to know her better. Get to know him better. Y'all do it. It is what it is. Y'all didn't have a common ground on your communication. That's all what it is. So Antonia met with Lyric. No, not Lyric. Lyric. Let me get his name right. Lyric, the other friend. And when Antonia mentioned Brandon to Lyric said, I said, what's going on here? What's going on between you and Brandon? Apparently they close together and Antonia don't even know what's the beef between these two. I said, listen, I guess we got to see what Brandon and Lyric sit down or sit and see what's the issue. Because I don't know what's going on. Because he gave the energy like he don't even walk with Brandon like that. And when Antonio was telling us that he said these two never got along for some apparent reason. They never worked together. And it seemed like Coach Sonny was something small. I said, I don't know how small it is if they don't really rock with each other, but I guess. And that's what he told us that Christina used to sing. And then he played the song. And I said, oh, you got the song of Christina. So how long ago you was working with Christina? And maybe this is the reason why y'all didn't have a good fortnight. I don't know. Because he said, oh, you want to be a star? You sleeping on a star right now? I said, does she want to be a stardom? Did she want to be a singer or something like that? How do we know? Maybe she didn't want to do that. Maybe this was like a singing as a hobby for her and didn't want to be a star. But I don't know. The way it kind of last week, he said that, listen, you see me on this, but you see me once right behind your side and you could have big blow up. I said, listen, yes, but I don't know. So we'll see how that goes for next week. Because it seemed like Brandon, when Antonio brought up to Brandon about a last week, he was not here for it. He said, we're not having them. No man, no hand, no making the cheese. We're not having them. So LaToya and Kobe went to the brunch. And Kobe said she just have a conversation. I got there. LaToya is driving because I want to be in road rage. Thinking about Christina, and had to let her know what's. I said you didn't have to let her know anything. And why are you being road rage when you and Christina is kind of made up? So why we doing all that? You just want to rile freaking LaToya up so she could do some your dirty work, whatever. If you wasn't fully over this, you could let Christina know you're not fully over it. But yes, whatever. So she told LaToya everything, and LaToya is in her feelings because her man name was mentioned. Okay, so they go to the Show Up and Pray brunch. They sit down, they talk. She want to have a conversation with Brandon, but she will not talk to Brandon unless Russell's by her side. I said, okay, that's fine. So LaToya needs some answers. She can't let these go because she planning a weekend trip with the couples. Like somebody Baby Hayes in my Discord said, "Oh, not thinking why did I get married trip?" I know that's right. Why did I get married retreat? Shout out to her. It was so funny. I said it did sound like that. I said, okay, 3 couples come together, friends, and we're gonna have a sit down, we're gonna have discussions and everything. Gonna be some secret teas coming out. I said, oh, Chad, not a whole movie production reference, but she was to confront Christina what she said. And hear this whole conversation with Christina and LaToya, I was like, oh. That's why I was like, I really care for LaToya. Now I really don't care for her. Now, how you go try to check someone with something you was not privy to? Now, when Christina told you what happened to her, what brought to her, you make it seem like, no, that's not my husband. He's not that mess. I said, yes, your man is a mess. And he been messy since episode 1. And where have you been, girl? Oh, yeah, yes, you was holding your head down, so you don't know what the hell we're saying. So you're blind and deaf at the same time, girl? So she tried to battle Christina what Christina went through. Brittany said she reached out to Christina to let her know what's up. So how the hell you gonna try to act like this not what happened? It what's happened. Anthony told her something. She reached out to Christina. That's what happened. And then that whole, I had a degree for 8 years and I studied this. And you know what that means? I said, what? Oh, so you're gonna try to tell me what kind of degree you is and how, and explain that degree to me. Right there, it was kind of sending. You being patronizing, and you was kind of sending, and you try to act like you wasn't doing that. Girl, now. So you had an 8-year degree, and try to tell me what your degree entails, and try to tell me about myself. So, because I said, okay, girl. So what they had to do with you, ma'am? She said, it had nothing to do with me. So why are we talking about this? And I said, oh, that's right. And she said, oh, you got all that. So what the degree got to do with you? I said, oh, child. Because LaToya had nothing to say. What degree does for you? Did it do anything for you? I said, oh, that's how to stop it there. So we'll continue. I said, how dare you try to throw your degree up in my freaking face and try to chastise me about something that you was privy to. If it had nothing to do with you, you want to chastise me because your man husband name was brought up. If your husband name was brought up, maybe he did what he did. Period. Now, that Russell Kobe name was not brought up, but Brandon Christina's name was brought up, and yet he did tell something to Brittany, and Brittany reached out to Christina. That's what happened. So, good, if you don't know the details, so either you trying to call Brittany a liar, or basically, because that's supposed to be your family, your home girl, so you calling your home girl and family a liar, because your husband will not do some things. Girl, sit down and be in your feelings about something else. Maybe you should let Anthony go figure Atlanta. You know what? Yes, I said it. Let him go to Atlanta because you're miserable anyway. He being around. Child. Let me go to Atlanta. and be free. Fuck out of here. Yes, I said it. I got tight. Whatever, Latoya. I ain't like that. I said, don't throw your degree in my face and try to patronize me and try to explain what the hell you do. So if you was observing behavior, do you observe your own husband behavior? Because you know he was doing a lot of stuff too. But yeah, you want to observe behavior. Okay, girl, bye. All right, y'all. That was a break for reality TV. Chill. Fuck it. Let's go back to Atlanta. Chill. Get out of our face. Sure. That's a break of reality TV show. We're going to jump into Mr. Social Calling topics, and we're going to talk about two things. Reality TV stars is fighting the fight, y'all. And they're fighting back with a lawsuit against NBC and Bravo, and also other networks, Netflix as well as that, who does reality TV show. And Lizzo Drama. So let's start with the reality TV star fights. Yeah, not Vogue. Yes, Vogue. Ciao. All right, let's start the time first. 1:41. So I ain't gonna put up no links and all like that because you know what? I posted up on my Discord. We're gonna talk and we're gonna have a conversation. I wrote notes and I summarized what was going on, what was said. But so y'all know reality TV stars. We had a discussion last week about reality TV stars and they want to fight. But the first what we were talking about more royalties and union. So Bethany, who used to be a Real Housewife in New York. Now, a lot of people say they can't trust her, but I said, I don't care who to trust and not that. I'm not really discussing who is right, who is wrong. So please don't tell me the news is right. She was vindicated. I don't care about that. I don't care. I'm not really focused on who said what. I'm only focused on the terms they want to change and the condition they trying to fight for and how they be better for in the future. And that's what I'm focused on. So let's focus on that before we talk about who was right and wrong. It's like that. So, and I got some things to say after I explain what's everything they wanted to discuss and change. Because every time y'all keep talking about it, y'all talk about royalties and more money, royalties and this like that. I said, okay, but what is going on during the season or doing taping that y'all feel y'all been exploited about? Y'all not discussing that. So discuss that, and then I need to figure out what else to say from that. So that's that. Yeah, if we believe the lawsuit, then when I said Bravo and all these other networks who does the reality TV shows is that wrong if that's this was going on. And then that plays the question, why the hell do y'all continue on doing this if this was being exploited? So y'all means y'all, Mizzle, let's calm down. Let's start from the beginning. Because I was like, that's what I'm really passionate about. Because I want to say, what is y'all fighting for? All right. And I want to hear about no royalties. Because I said, at the end of the day, everything to be said and done and in writing. Yeah, sign these contracts. These contracts may have this. Now I know these contracts is long, but y'all have lawyers. Like, what is going on here? Why? Whatever. My first thing came out. Hold on. Let me go Discord and let me probably post a link from that because maybe I would get content. Because if y'all remember Love Is Blind, we reviewed that. And we talked about that season with Dick. Child, what I'm thinking about. Scratch that, y'all. With Nick and Danielle. I'll put those two names together. Here we go. Here go the Here go the thing about the Nick and Danielle. Nick from Love Is Blind, and I guess some other people from Love Is Blind is stepping up and speak about their mistreatment. He mentioned some things that they was going through while they was filming for Love Is Blind. Now he did mention that how he was going close to homeless, and he was only paid $10K for the season, And I said, how you becoming homeless? Like, what's going on here? And he left his job, his tech job. He was a VP for a software company or something like that. I said, why do you leave that job to be on a reality TV show? Now, I know sometimes reality TV show have this stringent schedule, whatever thing. You sign up for it to find love. And you quit your job for that? Well, okay, whatever. You didn't save no money, so why you getting close to homeless? That's what he said. Now, he ain't further compound about the homelessness, but he did explain about some of the stuff that he said. So the video I put was a little like, it was like a 10-minute clip. That was discussing what they went through and some of the stuff they went through. Let me explain. They said the reality TV show, they had no control over the lives. Do you know how reality TV show kind of brought about? It was about the first writer strike that happened at like the end of like late 90s or something like that. That's how reality TV shows start coming about. Because with the writer strike, I said, okay, so we need something that's going on, entertaining people. So reality TV show was born, and that we don't have to write no script. We just get a bunch of people who want to come on TV, get a film, and everything. But we got to find out, we didn't realize that it was very controlled. I guess we find out a little later on that how controlled these reality TV shows are. They control the environment. That sounds like he didn't manage his money. Why? How would he quit your job for one pay? Exactly. And they were telling about residuals. I want to hear about none about residuals and royalties unless you explain to us what they exploit you on. And then I want to see what the hell is coming from. Based on what you explained on this video, I understand why y'all feel the way you feel. But don't come back and tell me you should get more money because that didn't change. If that didn't change, you want more money, that means you are willing to suffer through that again of more pay. F out of here. Because it's not going to change what the hell they're doing. So they said reality TV show control every aspect of the life because it is a controlled environment. Controlled environment puts you in the situations and to get filmed. You film a long period of time. You barely get any breaks and everything. So they had no access to the outside world at the moment. They got their cell phones taken away, their wallets, their phones, their IDs and passports. They got all that taken away when they was filming Love is Blind. Then they had no ID, they had no passport, they got their phones taken away. They had no communication with anything else. All that stuff was taken away. They barely got any fed any food. They got fed a lot of alcohol and not much drinking water unless you want to drink from the faucet. They had enough sleep. So they were food deprived, sleep deprived, barely go out to use the bathroom unless they had to. They barely even see daylight unless they had to go use the bathroom. So it basically was like forced prison. Like they was in this forced area. They had to be secluded. Can't go outside. Filming 18 to 20 something hours a day. Barely any food. Barely any water. Bunch of alcohol. Lack of sleep. For content. And this is the people went through. Me hearing this and listen to this, I said, damn, that is messed up. Y'all were going through all this. But yet, all y'all telling me y'all want more money? That's how I was like getting frustrated. I said, no, don't come to me about no residuals and how they do it, how networks does this to y'all. If y'all don't explain y'all need to change that before y'all get to that. So ain't no way that I'm going to be doing a reality TV show. You're not feeding my ass. No, I love to eat. I need to eat, need some drink. And I don't drink alcohol like that. Yes. But nobody fought until now. So that's why I was saying that we hear the complaints and everything, but nobody really cared to fight this fight until now. So I was like, if this was going on, but my thing is, some of the girls who was continuing doing it, they didn't change. They were still going through the whole cycle of not getting food, getting fed alcohol, seasons and seasons and seasons. So why you keep going back? And this was going on. Why you keep going back? That's why I said I didn't care about no Nene's right or Bethany's right, because y'all was okay when y'all was getting paid top dollars. But if this was going on, why is y'all continuing suffering through this exploitation just for money? The time side of the people are not the same. Yes. I guess now, after the strike is going to happen, I think it's better for them to fight now. And I think I understand. So that's why it puts a perspective now for me to look at everything they're going through. And I said, I understand that now. But that it doesn't concern to, it doesn't move me when you say you just want more money. That doesn't mean, that means you're okay for the exploitation. Just for visuals and money. Now I can understand the reunion on the mindset, yes. Understand the unionizing. You want to unionize reality workers? I'm all here for it. But make it fair. What do you want change? And I feel like if this is the stuff that I want change, start there. Don't jump ship to money because everybody not gonna hear you if you go keep saying you want residuals. So, but they explain that mistreatment because I feel like me, yes, I heard, but not to the depth. And I'm hearing it now, and I'm opening because you know the strike is happening. The reality TV show, they about to go. They trying to unionize their lawsuits, and now I was like, no what? Let me hear what they really is saying. And now they saying this. I said, okay, I understand that. But y'all losing me by saying y'all want more money if this thing does not change. Y'all didn't say y'all want to change all this stuff. Y'all want more money? No, that's not going to help. So if y'all going to do a union, start from there. In production, if you go label us, another thing they said is that they deemed them as contract laborer, but as the definition of that is that you had no control where they work, how they work, and where the means of production. But if production is control where you work, how you all work it, and what you do, then you're not contract laborers. Y'all all full-time employees who get a salary based. So that means y'all should have meal breaks. Y'all should have freaking what I'm saying. Yeah, meal breaks, food breaks, it's like that, sleep schedules, full-time employees, overtime pay. Yes, it is different. But people keep telling me that some actors are reality TV stars. So they get recruited. So I'm saying now it's getting confuddled. So I say, so that means that if you recruit a lot of actors to be on the show, that means a lot of the shows are fake. Well, we kind of know that it's not really real. But now y'all faking the funk. And they had no talent. More money for what? Yep, they are 1099 employees. So yes, but if y'all go by that, and then they said that the networks filed W-2 forms on their employees. So W-2 forms is only be filed if it's full-time employees. Because I know Tracy know more about that. If y'all filing that, so now out of y'all lying to the IRS about what kind of workers y'all have, or y'all taking advantage. So if you go file W-2s and I'm a full-time employee, give me full-time benefits. I mean that meal breaks, overtime, days off, or something like that. If y'all want to form a union, this stuff needs to be laid out to the networks to say, listen, reality TV show, even though yes, you have your little thing, you're salary based, I will grade by getting $20K for this season, but this needs to be a stepping stone. I need to have adequate food. I need to have regular meal breaks. I need to have a sleep schedule. I'm a full-time employee, not a contract laborer. Now, if y'all gonna be in multiple seasons, and now I know some people say that they get promised deals and stuff like that, or other opportunities. I said, granted, if that's on the contract, y'all need to have lawyers to read the contract for y'all to sit down and see what's right or wrong. This stuff that y'all should have. If y'all gonna do a union, then this is stuff that needs to be brought up. If mental health is deteriorating and y'all mental health is not great and y'all can't fathom just long periods of hours and everything, then maybe you should have a mental health professional to talk to y'all and do the mix of y'all filming. So if this is what y'all want, lay this all out on the table. This I want to see instead of telling me y'all want more residuals and royalties. That's not going to fly by to me. And then also, the networks threatening them. That's why I think maybe at that time they didn't want to say nothing because the networks do threaten them with lawsuits and fines if you do speak out or you do leave the show. It's like that. But that's when you have a lawyer to look through that. Yes, the talent are paid 1099 employees for the most part, the crew production employees. Yes, because they mentioned that how the crew members are unionized members. Hey, Jay Boo. Oh, what's going on? Hope you're feeling better. Yes, so I guess Nick and this guy go form a Yukon called Unscripted Cast Advocacy Network, where they want to provide reality TV cast support doing pre, during, and post. Pre meaning before they sign a contract, have a lawyer sit down with the contract, read on the things, come to fair terms, list them as full-time employees and whatever it is, have better treatment on these networks, and that. And that's how you get the ball rolling. Legal services, doing pre, doing the after, should not be deemed too hefty fines and everything. Because they did say the crew members are unionized workers. So the only time they stop filming when they switch team of the shifts. Mental health services for the workers, for the reality TV stars. Because some people are financially, mentally, and socially worse than what they before they start the season and after they come to the season. And they say they're going through abuse, exploitation, fuel deprivation, sleep deprivation, gaslighting. And see, that's the whole breakdown. Because I know some people. That's what somebody was telling me, that some people are actors that's on these reality TV shows. So they know some things more than non-regulars. That's what I say. So we need to separate who was actors, who was non-actors, what the level of category is. But even though all these reality TV shows still should be treated fairly, because I'm not gonna be sitting here and doing all these long content with no food, no less sleep, all this extra stuff. Nah, that's not flying by just for the sake of money. No, and I don't even drink like that. And if you will make me drink, I'm gonna eat more. So we need some balance. No, I don't think they can force you to drink, because some reality shows will drink like that. So yes, what's the difference between active reality stars and non-active reality stars? And they all treat the same way. Because I know some people are young and they're getting on and they may not have the lawyers, or they may not have the people, they may have to have the tools to fight these contracts or everything else. Like a lot of people who may know, who's in the industry already, who knows what's up. Because that's why I've been like, some of these probably continue going on. But I say, if this is exploitation, but why are you continuing going on? Yes, that's how I'm thinking, that some are union, some are not. So they're trying to unionize all reality TV shows in an umbrella. It's like that. And wish I go like that. SAG is a union. Okay. And union, y'all still go through this stuff? Oh, they have to fight more harder than that. Shoot. So that's how I was getting back. I said, when I heard that, I said, damn, yes, this is messed up. That's why I said, why do I continue to do more seasons? This is what y'all was going through. Now I know that they doing this a housewife or not, but I don't know. I know some networks probably do more crazy enough than others. Now let's go with the letter, the 6-page letter that the lawyer wrote that Bethany hired. What's his name? Brian Freeman and Mark Geragos, right? It was a lawyer that they sued against NBC and Bravo and all the Universal networks that's part of the NBC universe. And they came on some terms. They want to fight off, enlisted. Yes. And that's the thing. They signed in terrible contracts. And that's when we need to start having lawyer services, legal services for these people, especially the union, to help represent these people who go be signing reality TV shows and not sign these terrible deals. And that and if networks promising future showcase and stuff like that, then maybe you should put that in a line in a contract. That's why you have a lawyer to sell the deals for you. And that's what I want to see when they fight. If they lay all that on the table, so I said, okay, now other people, because a lot of people ain't gonna understand what y'all going through. Because all we gonna say, you got money, you signed a deal, and so what? And it is a hurt when some people all have a selfish reason for why. Now a lot of people don't really trust Bethany, and maybe she may have a selfish reason why she want to do all this. But I mean, like, she fighting the fight. I mean, whatever. And Nene may say things in the past, whatever. If she was right or wrong, whatever. But a lot of people is coming together now. Hopefully, this is they make some noise. So they talk about something about exploiting minors, about exploitation of minors and appearing and filming. I said, if minors are getting filmed, is that the parents who getting filmed decisions will make the minors getting filmed? Because I would say, in what way is minors exploited without the parents' consent? Y'all let me know. I'm not a reality TV show. Because I was like, I know some parents don't want their children filmed, and some people parents and some people who's on reality TV show don't have their children film at all. So that one point I would say, okay, explain to me at what point are they being exploited if the parents is not involved in allowing this to get filmed. That's one thing. But that they put that on the letter. The other thing they put on the letter is the distribution of non-consensual pee. And I said, okay, that's another thing I was confused about. I said, at what area in Housewives of Bravo is pee is being performed that was not consensual? That they get filmed and they distributing that to people. Now I need to know about that because something I'll say I don't know what reference they were referring to, but that was on the paper, the lawsuit. Alleged lawsuit. I mean, it is gonna happen, but yes. And I said the minors who's connected to the parents, and the parent side, it's like something that's to say something. I need to know more about that because I was like, if they allowing this to happen, how they exploiting the minors, unless they let the parents accept in the minors and say, listen, we will film whatever you say or not. But I do know some people say no, and the minors don't get filmed, so you don't see their children. So we need to see more. But that was on that. That's that. They said even with the contract, the law don't let them, don't grant them the ability to mistreat others, intentional misconduct, and gross negligence. Meaning that the parents can say, yes, my child can work, but the state says they can only work for 4 hours. Okay, I got it. So that means they're filming the children way more than hours later, hours allowed. We had to see that. But that makes sense. So even with the bad contract, they should not be mistreated at gross negligence or getting paid less and everything. So I guess all that should be tackled when they go against NBC and Bravo and stuff like that. They said they go through emotional distress, fraud, distribution of revenge P, and forced imprisonment. I think the forced imprisonment means that they trap them in a place. They can't move, they can't leave until they get their content filmed and they go about their day. I think that's the most like content like thing. So I was like, okay, if Bethany hired these people, maybe because she said she had a lot of people on other networks, on other shows that came about and supporting her and everything, from Love Is Blind, from Ultimatum, from a lot of other shows, Summer House, Vanderpump Rules. So I guess in a combination of all of that, some people make space some of the things, and other people make space other things, and they putting all that together for that. Yes. Okay. So if Bravo or NBC is abusing that, then that's a problem. And that explains to me the reason why the hell these people continue going doing all these seasons and seasons, knowing that this is an issue. So they want documentations for everything, electronic stored documentation, information, and communications with everything. CDs, PDA files, computers, personal computers, all the stuff. You need to bring information about mental health, communication documentation on mental health of your employees, physical health of your employees and everything, and or the abuse of, the drugs and alcohol usage that's being done, the practices of rest, sleeps, and meal breaks as violence and harassment, minor usage, distribution of non-sensual P, and all that stuff. They need documentation, all that stuff. It's still ongoing investigation, but this was their power together. And I posted the thing on my Discord. So about what I do, I will get the link of the letter of the lawsuit if y'all want to read it. And they also have the reading laws, and you're gonna have the audio play for y'all. Some states have very old laws that people don't follow, but still on the books. Yes. So, any last thoughts about this, y'all? Just I wanted to bring up. I was like, yes, I understand it, and I do want fair treatment for reality TV stars. If this is what they're going through, not listen to this and reading all of this. Ain't no other way you gonna ask me to do a reality TV show. I'm not. No. If they don't change none of this stuff, I'm not doing none of that stuff. No. Do I ever do a reality TV show? No, I don't think I would do. But if I ever had opportunity, you think if this state of mind, would I would do it? No. Based on what I'm seeing and what they're going through, hell to the no. I'd rather be a regular person and working my little 9 to 5 to deal with the stuff y'all going through. Oh yeah, let's go about sexual harassment and all stuff like that. Yeah. The cover up of those as well. I say yes, we've seen that cover up or stuff like that. So yes, this needs to be changed. So y'all want to do a union? That's one thing they're trying to do, and also change the union is a major thing. Unionize the reality workshop and sue these people and hope to get some changes going on. But the changes need to happen within by production company changing up how they film things, by the contracts and having lawyers, by what they need to do in production, the payment, getting royalties and everything, all that stuff needs to be laid out, and you got to be fair between networks and employees. Because at the end of the day, with a union, you got to have employees that buy into union guidelines and pay a lot of money. Because you know, when you sometimes you got to pay health insurance or something like that, or whatever it is. So it's all that. Now let's end it with Lizzo Drama. Any last thoughts? Anything? And any people who watching this on Bushes or who watch replay game, y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section down below on Discord. Because I do want to hear y'all input. And streaming also when networks getting streaming services and stuff like that, and how they getting money up from that. That's why I say yes, I do agree. But I do need to see how. Let's start from the inside where y'all doing production, how you change that. Because if you make the employees happy and they good and they get the breaks and they get the full-time pay or whatever it is, or the salary-based pay that's worth it, and they get the lawyer services and they get the mental health services and all the extra stuff that they can help, and they're not exploiting the minors, and they do handle things in the correct way when it comes to SA or violence and harassment, then we can work on bettering the pay for the workers, and that, like, it's all connected together. But if you only telling me that's all you want and it still's not getting changed, then that means you're okay being exploited if the money is right. And that's not right. No, that's not good. So that means you don't get to complain to us if y'all continue to get money. Oh. See, that's the problem. They just tackle all of this. People sign contracts, say they will get a check, a loss, and they'll use their content, and they move into streaming and say we do not pay you no more because streaming doesn't pay. Streaming doesn't pay? But yeah, they just tackle this as well. And this is an issue. That's what we're definitely talking about, some real royalty checks on streaming services. They use that, they get, because networks getting paid for that or getting money for that. So oh, streaming doesn't pay? Oh, child. I got this one they said, because Bethany is saying that they get paid for the streaming services. Sure. At least the network. So they want to tackle all that? Yeah, tackle all of that. Put it later all out. But if it goes through and it's better terms and stipulations, then this is what it is. Y'all accept it, whatever it is. But I need to lay them all out on the table, tackle every little fine nuances that it can work in both parties to make it fair for everyone. Yeah, not the actors, and that's what the actors want, and they want a piece of that, which I found with that. But I need to lay everything out on the table and tackle all that stuff first before they take it out. Because I said they could get more money, but if y'all filming and y'all still get exploited, then the money is what? Is just to compensate of being exploited? use Disney about it in 2020. Ooh. All right, we're gonna end it with Lizzo Drama and we get out of here and get prepared for a day. Oh, y'all here? Hope y'all entertained. All right. So, any more about the reality TV shows and the union and royalties, all that stuff? We can continue the conversation on Discord and stuff like that. But yes, they have been fighting streamers for years, and that's something that's gonna be hard. But if they fighting it, let's see it. Because sometimes fighting doesn't happen overnight. If you loud hoe, all right, y'all. Lizzo. Let's go this briefly real short with this Lizzo thing. I was like, y'all. And yeah, I'm not putting up on any or something because there's so much going on. So I'll go briefly tell y'all what I gathered, and then we can talk about it. So we know a couple dancers came forward about their mistreatment and the hostile environment from Lizzo camp when they was doing tour. Some of the three girls was from Watch Out for the Big Girls, that was on Amazon Prime. And we watched that because I did enjoy it. Watching it, seeing these ladies doing their thing, making it and going on tour and stuff like that. And some of these ladies have been going on tour and been doing well. But apparently 3 of them have been terminated. I think recently. I don't know, maybe some of them was in different time periods, but one of them got terminated at least back in May of this year. One got terminated recently. Now I don't know the other 2 got terminated from when they got terminated, but one of them they got terminated this past May. So they was explaining about how they was getting body shamed, how they felt fear of retaliation if they speak up. They had much. They were being abused. They was going through a lot of stuff on the camp, not just from Lizzo, but from the head captain. Child, that head captain, her mind was somewhere else. I don't know where her mind was at, but that's what she was going through. I said, girl, child, I don't know. 2 terminated, 1 quit. Okay, got it. Thank you. And so they speaking out. I guess they got felt like they was unlawfully terminated and everything, and they ain't like how it been treated. And it could be different layers. One layer is like I said, we don't know who these artists are behind what they show us. So although this is sad and crazy, so her mind was all gone. And I said, listen, whatever they say about that head captain, it probably was done. Because chick, when she started the video, praise Lord, it's God this and God that, I said, oh no, she's lost it. I don't know what to tell y'all. She probably whatever they say she did, she probably did that stuff. Because I don't know. Child, when somebody go off on the deep end like that on the video, it didn't even deny none of the stuff that was said. She just went on with a tangent. I said, oh child. Whatever that head captain did, probably did what they did. So it puts probably some validity of what some of these ladies were saying. But other than that, they were saying that how one girl was saying that how she was getting away because she was suffering from ED. And they were looking at her thing. Oh, I don't know. She's missing? Ooh. I don't know, but that lady was on one. So say that she was getting bigger and they were looking at the weight. And I say, yes, as dancers, they do say sometimes the bigger you are, the less likely or unhealthy you are in the dances. Doesn't mean that you could still be a good big person and still dance their ass off, and that's worth it. That's fine. So it's not to mean that your weight is a direct factor of your performance. Can it be a little bit? Yes, but under that, it's like that. So if it doesn't affect your performance, it doesn't affect your endurance, how you perform the movements, you can still go to the tour and still do it. then I don't see no reason why they gonna pick on you. Yes, sometimes, yes, you get bigger and they can notice that, they be concerned and stuff like that, and they might talk to you, get a healthier balance and everything. Because I know Liz probably going through the stuff that she's going through now. It's probably still going on as an artist, being pressure, being healthy and performing and doing all this stuff like that. Because you know how she came to the scene that she always been attacked and everything. So I feel like because we don't know who they are behind what they tell us, it could be possible. Hear what I said? It could be possible it was done to them because we wasn't there. And the three of these ladies is telling their story and their own personal story of the interaction of Lizzo and or her team and what they went through. It's not for me to say they was lying or they didn't tell the truth. Can they come up and be a liar? We don't know. That's what I say. I want to wait till this out. So I'm not gonna be on, oh no, Lizzo's innocent. This didn't happen. But like I said, no, these girls are lying. No, I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying it'd be possible of what they experience is what they experience. And sometimes if you've been bullied a lot your life, sometimes you could be a low-key bully yourself. We've seen it. So I'm not saying Lizzo is doing all this, but I want to say that I can't say she has not done this because we're not there. And also, I feel like these ladies' career are dancers in the entertainment industry, and you know it's so much so small. So if they came out and form a scheme to lie, which people have done, because we know recently we saw a lie happen in our faces, they messed up their own career by doing this. I believe the play the field in the tailpipe. They messed up their own career by doing this. If they end up, if it's proven that what they said didn't happen. Now, who want to hire them? So I was like, why they would go through all this, and knowing that their career is in a line, and not because you want to prove that Lizzo did this or not. It's your life in a line. Cause nobody want to work with you if you a liar. It's like that. So that's my take on it. And then when Lizzo came on her statement, to me it was more generalized. She didn't really tackle the specific things that they were saying that she done. She generalized it, and when she said she would never criticize, because I know how that. I said, I don't think say you would never criticize. Not to the degree that you would criticize, but I feel like if their performance is lacking, then you will criticize their performance and what they go through. Because as you getting pressured, you need to make sure your dancers in the same page as you. So I would say you would never criticize, maybe, but not maybe you probably would negatively be harshly critical, but I don't think you would never criticize somebody about it. And not because you want to body shame them. I think because it's that maybe it's affecting your performance. Now they did say they were terminated because they was unprofessional. They was unprofessional, and they was already told their behavior. But I would say, what did they do that was deemed unprofessional and inappropriate? Because according to them, when you was going out with your employees and having a good time and partying all the time, a lot of them was not drinking with you, and they was not going out with you to these clubs, to this stuff like that, to these places. So do you feel that because they wasn't going along with the ride, you feel that it was difficult to be to deal with because they wasn't in the circle? Because I know sometimes some jobs does that. They favoritize the people who close to them and criticize the people who's not close, and they will come on you hard to the people who was just slacking and is in the crew circles, and then you outside looking at it and saying, why the hell they getting over things and I'm getting criticized? You see that? So if that's the reason, or you see some things they was doing. So I was like, give us examples of what they had done that was inappropriate and unprofessional. If they're coming late to rehearsals, if they give you an attitude, and they was just properly, if they wasn't doing the routines correctly, like what they have done. That's what I want to know. and she said her sexuality is being questioned. Yes, you was open about seeing banana peel and all this like that, banana thing, all this like that. Now I don't know if it's true or not that it was happened, but if the girl said you was taking them to this Amsterdam strip club, whatever it's like that, and they was having a good time, and this is what they deserve, and this is what you say you like to see this, then I understand why people might turn your words against you and say that it probably didn't happen, and that's what it is. But another thing, I do feel like the lines are blurred between your employees and you, Lizzo, because if you feel like your employees is like your friends like that, I don't think that should be done. I think you be friendly, but these other people need to understand that at the end of the day, you are their boss. So it need to be a draw a line of going out and drinking with you and all that stuff like that. This is my couple more thoughts. I would say, was they game for lying? Which they could have. They could, because we know y'all was telling me the culture of people coming on live, stuff like that. But I said they are career dancers and entertainers, and one in the career in this. And why they, as young as they are, to do all this, to lie on Lizzo, like, I don't know. Because I don't, like I said, I don't know personal Lizzo. I don't know the person these girls. I'm just going by whatever they're seeing, and they go on the news. And I say, these ladies is really going out here. They really jumping in. And what also is like other people who's outside the lawsuit is speaking up. Minus that ex-girlfriend. I don't care about that dusty ass chick when she want to come in her feelings about her ex-boyfriend that's with Lizzo. F out of here, girl. Girl, whatever. He left you. It is what it is. We not discussing you. But that ex-director who's playing with her issues with Lizzo, who's not even part of the lawsuit, said her experience. I know somebody else said that, oh, Lizzo didn't treat me like that. It's like, oh, she didn't treat me this way. So no, it's just like somebody said, well, he treated you, he won't treat me that. That's like a statement that this girl, Grace, what her name was, Grace, said, well, I experienced Lizzo, and I can't say what they experienced is wrong, but she didn't treat me like that. So I said, okay. And so I was saying, so what did they say? What did Liz say something directly to you? Because I think it was a TMZ interview. They said, did she say something? She said it was on the feeling and retaliation. And I said, you don't know. Maybe they're in an environment that they feel like if they do speak up, they get fearful of being mistreated. But if they did, if she ain't saying nothing, just directed to y'all. So how y'all getting this feelings? Unless everybody in her camp is representing Lizzo and they saying this to you. And then you probably brought to some attention, and then she retaliate and try to say you being difficult, and you just don't say this, not. See, that's the, it's a lot of things could be sad and going on here. So the energy was shifting. They felt the energy was wrong and everything. I said feelings and energies like that is not proven unless it's facts behind it. So when that video of that girl who won auditioning for the season 2 of Watch Out for the Big Girls to be singers, I guess backup singers like that. And yes, in the public opinion, it does look messed up after she said this will happen at that time. She did that video a month later after. No, this video audition was in April, and then she got terminated in May. No, you know what? She was terminated in May, and she did the audition tape in April. So this was before she got terminated, or whatever she quit, whatever it was. So because she was fired in May, the audition tape was in April. So she did this before she got fired. So it's like, in the public opinion, the lawyer put this out. Liz's lawyer put it out there allegedly to discredit her thing. But I said that didn't really help discredit her, because at the end of the day, they accusing Lizzo for saying this. So why you don't put something out there that disprove that she body shamed them or she talked down on them? Like any videos out there, any audios, anything, interaction between them, like nobody can say anything about what they said. It's not the truth. As your lawyer, Liz, a lawyer, I would do that to help prove my lawyer or my employee case. But putting a video out there is just, it's only swaying the public opinion to make it seem like, did it work? Yes, in some way, because people said looking at her looking funny. But at the same time, it still didn't deter me from the overall picture that what they said they happened to them happened to them. And you, as a lawyer, didn't do anything helpful to disprove that. So yes, what y'all take on it? I feel like it just happened so quickly, so fast. I was shocked this happened, but at the same time, we don't know who these people are besides what they show us. So I would say I do want to believe that Lizzo upholds her body positivity and approach and her stance on things, but also cannot say fully that these dancers are straight liars and they're lying on Lizzo. I can't say that. So I need to see more how this plays out. We'll have the and it's set in stone. Can they be employees who are mad because they got terminated and they want to come back up? That could be possible. It's all different avenues, but we cannot fully say that it did or did not happen. So we just gotta play it out and see, and we just gotta believe what the girls are saying. And multiple girls are saying it, that could be somewhat true. And knowing how in the industry, it could be very cutthroat. It could be very this that, and people could be bullies as they be bullies to you. We see a lot of artists, according to what people say, a lot of artists are mean anyway. So it's not far fetched to believe that's could be happening. But based on what Lizzo presents to us, it's very hard for people to understand that it could be possible, but it could be possible. So we don't know. That's what it is. Crystal said the tour manager fired her because she explained about her unsafe environment, the disrespect, and how she was getting away from ED. And they said, oh, they finally realized and everything. But I need to know what exactly was unprofessional about and was inappropriate. Let us know about that. Explain that. When you came out of a statement like Tracy, maybe Tracy said, you'd be better off later than you say nothing. Because now we're looking at the statement, I said, okay, you really need to straight deny nothing, girl. You just basically saying that it's outrageous, it's sensationalized thing, it's crazy, don't use my sexuality against me, it was inappropriate, all that stuff like that. I was like, okay. And now people probably putting some of her words in the lyrics as she knew about this a long time ago and putting truth about the rumor. All these chicks, all these rumors are true. Something like about the lawsuit and all that stuff like that. She said, all this rumor is true. I was like that. So people was using her lyrics against her. So they maybe say like she probably knew about this a long time ago and spoke about it in her song, and now people putting pieces together. I was like, I don't know. It could be like that. It could be disgruntled employees who got terminated, stuff like that. But also, we can't deny that it's possible it could be true. So, because some people could be disgruntled and have been mistreated, and probably nobody wanted to believe them. So it end up being disgruntled because you don't want to hear them. But they could be true. So it could be one hand, they be disgruntled employees who just mad and let go. On the other hand, there could be employees who are actually telling the truth and everything. And like that. But one girl did quit. So maybe she quit because she didn't like what's going on. So I feel like something in this thing is like that. Because why she would quit if it wasn't mistreating her? Because if you don't feel for your job and they were treating you bad, some people will quit. So it's tough. It's very tough. And I can't say for one way reason who was in right. So we gotta wait this out. But it's a good conversation and everything, because I know a lot of people's in their stance. Yeah, I don't think she body shamed her. I think she's realized she was gaining weight and everything, and it might affect her performance. But according to the girl, her performance was not affected. She was still able to do performance in the dances. So, like I said, it's no way for us to prove that, or that it is notice that she just got a lot of weight. She was gaining more weight. And listen, like sometimes, yes, in the dance world, sometimes they do look at your body weight, and maybe you gain too much pounds. You gotta calm down. You gotta do like this, it's like that. And like a lot of TV roles, some roles you gotta have a certain amount of weight size and everything. So we know it could be possible that it probably was discussed to her about she gaining weight, and then she said she was suffering with things. It's like, does she get any help? Do you help her get any help on this or whatever? So on top of that, what else she have done? Because I can't believe that's not the only thing that they let her go because she was performing. Like if she wasn't performing, like what she was doing, she couldn't do the routines. Show us like there's something y'all got no footage, no nothing. All these long hours of touring and rehearsals and all like that, and we don't have nothing to show. So just about one word against theirs. And I don't know if the girl's lawyer is doing a good job, Ron Zabrano. I don't know. People criticizing his antics and say they should let these girls do these interviews like that. I said, I don't know, because they going full force. And Lizzo's statement didn't help her any better anyway, so I don't know what to believe. So I just say, y'all, when y'all get in this industry, I hope these artists, like I said, the amount of stories we hearing is not far-fetched that this could be true. I'm just gonna say that. It's not far-fetched. Because we hear a lot of stories that's happening and people just don't say nothing because people don't believe them because they believe the artist more. They like the artist more. So who's you? You sound like a freaking... They will say all that. So, you know, this lot of these girls probably getting that on a day-to-day basis by speaking out now. So you can imagine in their shoes what they're going through. But I'm saying, girls, if this is not true and y'all come out, y'all messed up your careers. That's all I want to say. So, Lizzo, girl, and if multiple people saying this, it could be somewhat true. Especially people who's not in lawsuit. That ex-director, her experience. And if more people coming forward, because this said the lawyer says other people is coming forward and talking to her and getting reached out. So if this is something, I said, child, it is what it is. That's completely contradict what she always believed in. That's what I'm saying. It makes it hard for people to believe that Lizzo will do this. But at the same time, we don't know who they are. So that's what I'm saying. This guy got to see and wait out and see. And I'm interested to see what other people say and how y'all feel about it. But this is my stance. I said I can't say either way. I'm just going to stay in the middle and let things play out. But it's possible in both ends. That's what I say. All right, y'all. That's it. Any last thoughts about the Lizzo thing? Anything I did not mention? Any new things that came out that I missed? For sexual acts. I said, how they do that? So what the hell y'all been doing over there at Lizzo camp? Chill. All right. Any little last thoughts about any other topics to discuss earlier today? Yeah, Tracy ain't go. Tracy said, listen, I believe that banana business. I know that's right. She Tracy let it go. She said, I believe that banana. Chill. For real. And I said, this is outrageous because that's very specific. Chill. But listen, don't make your employees as your freaking friends. That's not your friends. That's your employees. So just don't blur the lines. Maybe that's the issue. When you blur the lines, then people start thinking what could be appropriate or not appropriate, what could be professional or not professional, because you blur the lines between professionalism and employees and boss. You can't do that. Y'all can have event parties in public spaces like that, but not restaurants and clubs and all that stuff like that. Nah, do that in your own time. No. When you're on break, besides working for me. Stuff like that. Don't forget tonight after the panel, we will do a watch along of Real House of Atlanta. And what else I said? Oh, and Ready to Love, and we have time. I believe the coach and that 10. Oh, not the coach in the 10D. Chill. And then the head coach, who was so overtly religious, was trying to convert them to their own religion and be over sexualized somebody and always occupied with somebody's sexuality. I said, girl, what's going on here? Chill. All right, y'all. So don't forget, tonight we're going to watch along of that and Ready to Love if we have time. And then tomorrow on my channel, 9:30 Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will talk about the latest episode in Atlanta Housewives and also talk about the individual look because it's out there now. They gave us the individual looks of the Atlanta Housewives so we could finally critique them in their own stance. And that's that tomorrow on my channel. So If you have not subscribed, subscribe to my channel and come to my network. And Auntie Mama and I will discuss the latest episode. Hope that tonight's episode was good. Chat, cause we got a little toy this week, and they'll bring back Cynthia. I said, listen, let's actually see Cynthia. Cause last time y'all talked about Cynthia supposed to come back, y'all cut her out. Don't play with us. Don't play with us. It's like that. Don't forget, watch alongs on Wednesday of Love Hip Hop Atlanta and Real Hustle in New York. Watch alongs on Thursday of Big D in the Temptation Island. And sometimes on Fridays and Saturdays it was the watch alongs. Cause you know, Belle Collective and Love Embarrass Detroit. Until then, that's it, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming through. Don't forget, Auntie Momo's panel will be at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time and 7:30 Central. Stay there and be with us. I'm about to go get something to eat some dinner, and chill out. But don't forget, if you want to continue the conversation, I always go around Discord and stuff like that. Let me know. Thank you, everyone who came through and support. And also, if you have more conversations, please put it down in the comment section. I would love to hear y'all thoughts about some of the topics, especially the reality TV star getting the unions and royalties and changing some of the exploited terms they was going through. No food? Really? Chill. The candy, is this true, girl? Because I know you like to eat. You better tell us something. Thank you, Auntie Mama, coming through. Tracy Boo, Empress, Armani Sage, Jada, Brittany, and anybody who's watching the bushes. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love and support. Hit that like button. Share this out. And let me know how y'all feel. It's always a great seeing y'all here. And I see y'all on the panel. Peace out. Love y'all. Peace out. Peace.